Can you describe for me right here in this present moment experience what your connectivity with these beings of guidance, what that's like for you right here, right now?
Okay, so here's the first thing that I believe why people struggle with getting in touch with that guidance system that we have, our loved ones on the other side. The first thing is that when you are in this state of fear, in this state of depression, in this state of turmoil, in this turbulent state that has become what the human race has become in recent times, it actually pushes you further away from your loved ones and your guides and even your soul's purpose that is constantly trying to communicate with you. The best way to get in touch with them is when you can actually meet them, even meet them halfway. So I would say a way of looking at it, and some of these terms are so cliched, but I'm going to use them. There is a frequency at which we operate. And these beings, so what happened is when I was able to be aware of them, see them for want of a better word, but without physical eyes, when I was able to be aware of them, it was not as if they were a million miles away. It was as if they existed right here in front of me, but my eyes were not of the right frequency to be able to see them. My physical eyes were not viewing of the right frequency. And you know how it is that animals can see things that we can't. Dogs can hear frequencies that we can't. It's exactly that. Our biology does not operate on the right frequency to be able to see them. But we can perceive them when we operate or raise our frequency. And what lowers our frequency? Divisiveness, fear, anxiety, depression. And where are we right now with everything that we keep being bombarded with on media, social media, mainstream media? We're all vibing at the frequency of fear. And so we are being pushed further and further away from this ability to be able to connect with that. And so this is what my message has been, is that you need to quiet down those voices out here, the aggressive voices out here in the world, because those are the voices that separate you from your truth. What you're getting bombarded with in this physical world separates you from your truth and who you truly are and your connection to your soul and your purpose. But when you can quiet those voices and tune inward and consciously raise your frequency by doing things like certain music can raise your frequency, joy raises your frequency, laughter, being with people you love, being with your pets, being out in nature. I mean, there's so much you can do. And if you can do that more and more, you'll start to hear them trying to communicate with you, and you'll start to notice your life change.
Can you describe for me right here in this present moment experience what your connectivity with these beings of guidance, what that's like for you right here, right now?
Okay, so let me put it as tangible as I can. I get thoughts dropped into my head like that feel like, aha, I should do this. It's almost like I get confirmation. Sometimes I'm pondering something or questioning something. I'll say, should I go in this direction or that direction? And I will get a thought to an image in my head as to which direction to go. But the other thing that happens is, that I will get a thought to maybe contact a particular person, and it'll turn out that person will say exactly the right thing that I need to hear that will take me to my next step. Or I'll get the thought to turn on the radio, which I do through Alexa. I'll say, Alexa, and I'll tell her to play my favorite station. That thought will come to me, and there will be a song with exactly the words that will actually create a thought in my head, and I'll be like, oh, that's interesting. And I've started to recognize it, and it takes it happening over and over for you to recognize it. But the thing that I consciously do is that I consciously do not listen to much of the news. I really don't. I don't listen to a lot of the political stuff that happens. Maybe just once a week for a few hours at the most, just to know what's happening. So the more important thing is to tune down or to tone down the things that take you into this space of fear. And then find things that really uplift you. So that's the first thing. And then when you're in that state, when even you're doing mundane tasks, like you could be washing the dishes or doing laundry or ironing or just doing mundane tasks, or even walking your dog if you have one. And that's when I feel, or even having a shower, that's when I get these thoughts that keep getting dropped in. But here's the second thing I do. I will actually ask for signs. So when I make a decision to do something, I'll actually say, can you give me a confirmation that I'm on the right path? And then sure enough, there will be a confirmation. Something will come in my path to actually show me that, yes, this is the right choice. This is the right decision. Something will pop up that's so random, like, as I said, like a song, or an animal will show itself that'll signify something that I was thinking.